Hi everyone, welcome to Tom's Manshed. Okay, another quick MG4 video this, and what it's about is replacing the interior light bulbs, the old incandescent type, with LED ones which are much brighter. First of all, I'll mention Nick Canning and Jake Newis, because Nick has just put a post on the MG Facebook group, the MG4 Facebook group, about doing this, and it was from his posting that I decided to do this and do a video of it. So thanks to him for pointing me in the right direction, and I know Jake has done it on his MG ZS's before as well. So as you'll know, if you've got an MG4 or an MG ZS, I'm not sure on the new facelift one, but my Mark 1 also had these really dull bulbs. And the interior lighting, quite frankly, is abysmal. You don't even get a rear passenger light in them. There's only the one in the passenger and the driver's one. You do in the MG5, I think that's the only one with a rear passenger light, but in the ZS and the 4, there's only the front one. Like I said, I'm not sure on the ZS facelift, but they really are dull. The one in the boot of the MG4 is an LED. I've just tried to get the cover off to get a picture of the bulbs back. It seems a pretty tight cover, and while it's working great, I'm not going to bother trying to get it on in case I break it. But having a look, that seems to have two small LEDs because it's a bright white light. Now, why they couldn't have put LEDs in the front is beyond me. I mean, these things, these push-in incandescent things, went out with the arc. The whole car is LED headlamps, daylight running lamps, every lamp apart from the interior one at the front, which is so dull it couldn't hardly light anything up. So like I said, we're going to put these LED ones in. But before we do that, I'll show you how to take all the cover off and put them in and everything. I filmed it before I did it and took a light meter reading with a lumens meter, lux meter or whatever. So let's have a look how dark they actually are now. The first bit of the video, I've got the exposure on automatic. But then to try and simulate what the eye is seeing, because I didn't want the camera to compensate for light with the new ones in. I wanted it to actually show the difference between the two. So the second bit of the video, I've set it on manual with the aperture and the exposure and the ISO. I'll put them all on screen what they are, and then when I finally finish this video and I film tonight, the new ones, the new LEDs lit up, and we take the measurement, you'll have exactly a comparison. So let's see how dull they actually are now. Okay, so I've got the camera set on automatic now, and I'm going to put both lights on. These are the old incandescent lamps. And I've positioned the light meter. I'll do it there with the sensor right in the middle against there, and you can see that is 11.6 lumens. That's both lamps on, and then I'll put it there, put it right at the beginning of the seat. You can see where it's placed, and as you can see, that is 6.9 lumens. So I'm going to set it now on manual and just try and film the car to show you what it actually looks like to the naked eye. Okay, so we're on manual now, and I've got it's set at 1/8 shutter speed and f5 aperture with an ISO of 1600, and that's probably about what it looks like to the naked eye. You can just see the passenger door handle there, and in the back it's just pretty black. There's nothing the passengers could see. In the back, a bit of light reflected off there. That's a bit of white sheet coming through from the boot, a bit of a dust sheet I've had in the boot, so I'll leave that there for the second test as well. So and that's what the original incandescent lights look like You can see it's like a warm sort of glow. Okay, so as you saw there, really, really dim. When I held the light meter on the center console in the middle, it was, what was it, 11.6 lumens. So we'll see how bright these are at the end of this video. I'll do, like I say, I haven't filmed it yet. It's not night time yet, but tonight I'll be filming that and taking a measurement. So we can compare it then. Now, the ones I got on Amazon, I'll show you shortly. There's loads and loads on Amazon. Make sure you get this sort of shape, the one that slots in, because there's others called festoon, which are a different, totally different shape. And make sure you get one with a good output. So I'll show you the ones I get, and I'll put a link below to the actual ones. Like I said, are the ones that were recommended by Nick anyway. Now, if you do click on that link, I am an Amazon associate, so if you buy them through that link, I will get a tiny commission from anything you buy on that browsing session. Won't cost you a penny extra, but every little penny, and believe me, it's pennies that I get off Amazon, keeps this channel going. So yeah, if you do want to get these exact ones, click on the link below. But yeah, 300 watts is pretty bright. So let's see the actual ones I got now. So these are the ones you can see they've got on the picture. They've got LEDs on the front. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the front, and loads around the rim as well. Shows you the dimensions here. They're the old type bulbs. There's other ones here, but if you look, like I say, if you look at the spec of these down here, 300 lumens, the ones I got, 2.5 wattage. These ones here, only 75 lumens, and they're about, yeah, I think there's 10 in a packet there, but same price, but for 10, but much lower lumens. And again, these ones similar, but again, where are we? 200 lumens, so 100 lumens less than the ones I got. But there's absolutely hundreds of different ones on Amazon. But like I said, they're the ones I got, and we do know they do fit. So let's have a look now at how we actually get the cover off the light and fit them. Now, I did set up the camera on my little Gorilla Pod thing, but as usual, I totally got in the way of it. So I'm trying to reach across, and it was really hard trying to find a position for that camera where I wouldn't obscure it. But I think you'll get the gist during this video. So excuse me when I am blocking it, but I do show you all the bits to take off and where to put your spludger and that. So hopefully it will be of some use. Let's see getting that cover off now. Okay, so this is how you take this lens cover out. By the way, surprising, I know sometimes some people don't know this, but if you didn't know, here is a sunglasses holder. You put your sunglasses in there and click it up, and I'm pretty sure everybody will know, but just in case you didn't. Now, this cover here, I'll show you close up once I've got it out on the camera. There's little tabs. I've already had it out once to have a practice before filming this. And there's little tabs. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. And I found it easier with the lights on. So the lights are on now, and this tab and this tab are the first two that you remove. The bit nearest, long edge, nearest the windscreen. Now I'm using this spudger thing. So anything plastic. I wouldn't suggest metal. So if you get one of these, the dead cheap whole kit off eBay and that, and Amazon, and if you get it, you'll see with the lights on, you can actually see the little tab. Like I say, you'll see in more detail when I got it up, but it's about that position. So I found the easiest way was to push up and just pop that out of that tab first. It is tricky. It's one of the trickiest ones I've sort of ever done. As you can see, it's not the easiest of ones. Right, that tab's out now, and the same over here with this tab. And once you've got that out, you can insert a wider spudger and it just pings forward like that, and then it's sort of like, it's not a hinge, but it sort of like releases like that, and then you just pull it out. And I'll take a picture now of these tabs in close up to show you what I mean. You can see now, here it is off. You can see the tabs there. One there, one a bit above it. I can't point because I'm holding the camera. One there at the top. One here at the top. And one here. And there, so I think you can see on there where all the tabs are. So once you've got that out, you can see the bulbs, and these are the existing incandescent bulbs. I'll just turn them off, and they will just pull out. I'll just try that first, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so these are the existing incandescent bulbs, and they just pull out. So if you just grab hold of the glass, it's a bit hard to show you clearly while filming, but just literally get hold of the glass and pull them out. And that's how they look. They're just a wire clamped over the thing. So it's the actual glass you pull, and it'll pull out easily with your finger and thumb. Now the new ones, big LEDs, it does matter which way round you get them. With the old bulb, it doesn't matter whether it went in that way or that way. Negative and positive don't matter. But on these, it does. So all you do is, just the same, offer it up to the slot, push in. Like I say, it's hard to, I'm going to have to put the camera down to do this, but it's exactly the same. You just push them in. These connections on here are a bit wider, but it will go between the spring clips, and then turn the bulb on and see if you've got it right way around. If it's not lighting up, twist it round and put it in that way. So I'll put the camera down now till I've put both bulbs in. So just to demonstrate that, I've got it in now the wrong way around, and if I put it in, if I turn the light on, you can see nothing is happening. But if I just take that out, just jiggle it out, turn it round, put it in, stop the sunglasses box coming down, shove that in, and this time you can see, and already I can see it's mega bright compared to the other. So I'll turn that off now and make sure it's pushed fully in, otherwise it will hit the plastic cover. So I'll do the other one now, and then we'll put the cover back. So again, apologies that my arm was in the way. I tried various camera positions and just run out of options, and I would have had to sort of do it like this. But like I said, I think you actually saw getting the gist. It's just where them tabs are, just put your spludger in there and give it a twist. Now I used one of the spludgers out of this. I bought this a full set off. Oops, that's the one I actually used off Amazon, and I use this when I put me dash cam in me ZS. Check up here for the link on that. Full description on doing that. I will be putting that same dash cam, which I obviously took out before I sold me ZS. I will be doing a video on that, but I'm going to wait till a better weather, till spring or summer, before putting that in. It's still icy cold outside, and I don't want to be faffing about doing that. So I will be eventually doing a full video on fitting the a front and a rear dash cam and the wiring kit in the MG4. So keep a lookout for that. So yeah, back to these. All you need to do is just sort of push it in, and like I said, it is a bit wider, these, and if you're pushing it in, just be very gentle and just do it to the end. As you'll see shortly, and I mention it again in the video, the one I did on the left, I pushed a bit too hard and the actual bulb holder came out of its clip. But it's dead easy to put in. You just grab it with a pair of pin-nose pliers and just clip it back in its clip. So just be careful. You might want to support that as you're doing it when you push these in. But like I said, they are thicker, but they do actually fit. So let's finish off now with the last bit of the installation video. Okay, so you can see both bulbs are now in, and they are both working. Be careful when you are pushing it in, because the actual bulb holder on this one, when I did, this one, I've just done the passenger one, when I pushed it in, it did sort of pop out. It can pop out of its holder. You can soon just use your pin-nose pliers to pull it back into place. So make sure that doesn't happen. And then again, you can see these, and if you remember, you have 2 tabs here, 1, 2, 1 tab on each side, and 1 tab at the front bits, at these back bits here. So if you push that in first, like that, back, and then just like manoeuvre these bits up, and I found I still had to use the spudger or whatever you call it, to just pull the plastic down a bit. Right, that one's in there, that one's in there, and it's just popped in. You may have to do it with the 2 side bits as well. But yeah, I've done quite a few of these on sort of cars in my life, just changing normal bulbs. This is one of the most tight-fitting, awkward ones, but just to recap, just about there. If you just, like I say, and it's easier to do with the bulbs on, I found. You can see the tabs a bit better. Just go adjacent to 1 tab, just pop it out, pop that one out, and once that 2 front ones are out, you might find it just like slides and comes out, as you saw mine did, or you might have to pop these 2 side ones out. But these 2 here are the last ones that you'll bring out, and now you can see that is way brighter. So I'll wait for it to go dark tonight and measure the brightness from that, but I'm confident it's going to be much brighter. So as you saw, pretty straightforward putting it back. It does go back a lot easier than it comes out. So put them to the bits nearest the windscreen in first. Normally you would just then push the others, but it is such a tight fit that I did have to use the spludger again, just to sort of increase that gap a bit before you shove the other bits in. It could be quite brittle, only little tiny tabs, so like I say, if they are feeling tight, just get a spludger and just increase the gap before they go in. Once you've got them 2 in and the 2 sides, it just pops in dead easy. So yeah, that's it, all back together again. I've just got to wait till tonight now. It is now 4:15, so in 6, something like that, I'm going to go out and film and take the lumens measurement again, as I did before, with the camera set up exactly the same. And we'll see how many more lumens this is putting out and how much brighter to the eye it looks. So that'll be the next bit, and then I'll wrap up with a conclusion. Okay, so I'm in the car now. It's finally gone dark, and yeah, I can confirm it is way brighter. Let's have a look. I've got it written down here what the figures were before. Now before, just holding it here, was 11.6 lumens in that exact position, and if you look now, it's 64.5 lumens. And putting it there, with the old ones, I couldn't even see where I was placing it. I had to, if you remember, I had to use the light off my phone to show you where I was placing it. And in that position, it was 6.9. It's now 32.1. Now I'll go onto the manual settings as that I was on before, to show you what it actually physically looks like. Because seeing it now is hard to tell because the camera adjusts for the brighter light. So I'll go onto them exact same manual settings. Okay, and this is exactly the same settings as before. F5 aperture, 1/8 shutter speed and ISO 1600. And I think you can already see the difference. And in the back, you can now sort of see the seat belt there. You couldn't before. That's that bit of dust sheet sticking out from before. So it's a bit better in the back. Like I say, it's not ideal because it's not reaching there and this light is going straight down. But it's definitely better than it was. I couldn't even see the seat belt in the middle before. But here, if you compare that bit of the door, I'll put it side by side. I'll take a snip from the other video, a screenshot, and I'll put it side by side with this so you can see. So I've put it into that split screen. I've had to sort of compress the width so it's not in its usual scales. I've half and half the widths. But you can see on the left is the old incandescent light bulbs, and on the right is the new LED ones, and you can see there's far much more detail visible. It's even better with the naked eye than it is without, as well as being a white light instead of a warm orange light. It is obviously much brighter, as you can see there. And if you notice, when we turn it off, it goes off straight away. There's no dimming, so it doesn't gradually dim like the other one. It is an instant on off. Well, it's no real detriment. So just instant on and off. So there you have it. Much better, as I'm sure you'll agree. I forgot to say they do come, the ones I showed you on Amazon, comes as a packet of 4, so I've got 2 spare now. Don't know where I'd use them because the one in the boot is LED. I'm not sure about the reverse light or whatever, but I've got 2 spare anyway. And yeah, a worthwhile upgrade and very quick and cheap to do. So once again, thanks for Nick for pointing me in the right direction with the bulbs. And yeah, if you're not on the Facebook, the MG owners, MG EV owners, or MG4 even owners Facebook group, if you want to join, it's a really friendly group, loads of good advice. If you have any questions, you can usually find an answer in there. There's a few moaners, but most of it, it's very good natured and a great place for getting some answers. So hope you found this of interest. There'll be loads more MG4 related ones coming up if and when things happen worth doing a video about. Like I say, I will be doing that dash cam installation come spring or summer when the weather gets a bit better, and loads more other stuff, gadgets, that in the pipeline. So if you have enjoyed it and it's been of some use, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, give me a thumbs down by any means. Any comments I'll try and answer in the comment section below. If you do want to subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic. Click the little picture here of the shed and click the bell icon below, and you'll be informed of any new uploads as soon as they happen. Thanks again for watching this one. Hope to see you for the next one. Bye for now.